A few moments later, we all lifted our eyes in awe as a spectacular array of South African jets and helicopters and troops carrier rode in the perfect formation over the Union buildings. Now there's a celebration started, and there is spectacular array. There's a display of colorful helicopters and all showing their smoky layers of flag and demonstrating their show to all the people, displaying their valor and solidarity. It was not only display and of the pinpoint precision, that is exact perfect order and nicely synchronized performance, military force, but a demonstration of the military loyalty to democracy. Now, to the new government that had been freely and fairly elected. Only the moment before, the highest general of the South Africa Defence Force and police, and their chest bedecked, decorated with ribbons and medals from the days gone by, saluted me and pledged their loyalty. So this is a great moment for Nelson Mandela to face that those people, just now the authorities, few days back they were arresting him, and now those bedecked people with lots of medals and achievements, they are saluting me because I have won the election and I am new president of this country. I was not unmindful of the fact that not so many years before they would not have saluted but arrested me. Finally, a cavern of Impala jets left a smoke trails of black, red and green, blue, gold of the new South Africa flag. V shape, you might have seen during 15th August and 26th January such aerial shows, and that has been performed there also. The day was symbolized for me by playing of our two national anthems and the vision of the white singing Nakosi Sikelele and Africa, and black singing Diastem. So there were two races who were singing two different songs for their nation. The old anthem of the Republic, although the day neither group knew the lyrics of the anthem that once despised, once had low opinion about it, and they will be singing the same national song now. They would soon know the words by heart. Everybody will learn those new songs by heart. The old song, and now they will be learning it by heart because now they will be singing that song very often. On the day of inauguration, I was overwhelmed with a strong emotions, with a sense of history. In the first decade of the 20th century, a few years after a bitter Anglo-Boer war before my own birth, the white-skinned people of South Africa patched up their differences and erected a system of racial domination against the darker-skinned people of their own land. Now, a little bit of history Nelson Mandela is sharing with us that before my birth, there was a war took place, Anglo-Boer war, and in that the white-skinned people, they started dominating us. They erected this structure, they formed this structure. They built this structure of racial domination. It has not come in one day or 2 days, but it built up gradually. The structure they created formed the basis of one of the hardest and most inhuman societies the world has ever known. Now, in the last decade of 20th century, my own 8th decade as a man, that system had been overturned forever, replaced by one that recognizes rights and freedom of all people, regardless of their color of their skin. Now he is again very proudly stating that now the country will never discriminate against anybody on the basis of color of their skin. That day had come about through the unimaginable sacrifices of thousands of my people whose suffering and courage can never be counted or repaid. Now he's saying that the freedom doesn't come. See, freedom is very costly. It doesn't come so easily. Many people have sacrificed, and their sacrifices cannot be repaid or cannot be counted. I felt that day, as I have on so many others days, that I was simply the sum of all those African patriots who had gone before me. That long, noble line ended and now began again with me. I was pained that I was not able to thank them, that they were not able to see what their sacrifices had wrought. Wrought is an old fashioned word for done, has achieved. What their sacrifices, the result of their sacrifices is the freedom. From all those sacrifices, what was resulted in a freedom of 10th May 1994. The policy of apartheid created a deep and lasting wound in my country, my people. All of us will spend many years, if not generations, recovering from profound, deep hurt. These people were very deeply hurt. Profound is deep. But the decades of oppression and brutality, cruelty, had another unintended effect, and that was that it produced the Oliver Tambos, Walter Sislus, the Chief Luthulus, and the Yusuf Dados, Bran Fischers, Robert Sobukuwas of the Earth Times. They have all African names. Men of such extraordinary courage and wisdom. Can you see those pictures of those people, those great patriots of South Africa? Wisdom and generosity that their like many never been known again. Perhaps it requires such depths of operation to create such heights of character. My country is rich in minerals and gems that lie beneath its soil. But I have always known that greatest wealth is its people, finer, truer than the purest diamond. Now he makes a comparison between the minerals are very costly, but the people and their sacrifices are invaluable. You cannot value them. They are the purest, finest kind of diamonds. It is from these comrades are the people who fight for the same mission, in the struggle that I learned the meaning of courage. Time and again, I have seen men and women risk and give their lives for an idea. I have seen men stand up to attacks and torture without breaking and showing a strength and resilience. Resilience is the word, ability to deal with any kind of hardships. And that defies. Now, defies means disobey, but here it means it cannot be explained. The imagination, no, resilience they have shown, you cannot explain that. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. This is a magical line. What is courage? It is not absence of fear, but to win over it, to triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. You need to conquer your fear, whatever the fear you have, you possess, overcome those fear, and that is what your bravery, that is what we learn from Nelson Mandela. Rest in the next video.